So, no, I don't want to re-end DaVinci Resolve right now. I want, look at my dumb face. I want to just load works. Okay, so uh, since the last time I was streaming, I have fixed this node so that it shows up in UE. And now the goal is to take my node and add an input node to it of this MIDI queue that I've created. Um, so that it can take data off the queue and um, and then I can put data in the queue, and then it can take data off the queue. The plan will come together if I can manage that. So the goal here is actually to build a. The goal here is to build essentially a synthesizer, so that I can push buttons here. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, what do we got? We got this. Okay, so I can push buttons here, and get the data coming out on the other side, and this is, or get sound coming out on the other side. This is harder than it should be, honestly, for reasons that Epic is completely aware of and not interested in really fixing, because I'm concerned that there will be a variable latency involved in this, and that's not good. That's really why they haven't done this, is because there will be a variable latency involved, and I'm going to have to figure out a way around that. I'm just going to have to live with it, and hope users don't notice, which they will. Let's not talk about that right now, because this is such a cool idea that I want to follow. Okay, so audio modulation, no. We're not looking for the audio modulation source. We're looking for harmonics, and then the step sequence player node. So the step sequence player node is unique in that it has a input vertex interface data. Okay, and its vertex interface has input step sequence accept. Param helper. Okay, so this okay, so that's the way that's built. Let's see, MIDI transport node, CPP. That's interesting. That node, that is here. This is in MIDI transport macros. Okay. So MIDI transport node. So the step sequence player uses a different method for setting this up. So let's see if I can do this. Go to MIDI transport module.cp MIDI transport node.h. inputs. MIDI cube. Let's see here. Input sequence asset. An input sequence asset is declared not. Data types MIDI step sequence.h. So what? So where is input sequence asset declared? Oh, okay. So it's in Medicine param helper. Okay, so they do actually use a param helper here. Let's not do the trigger. Let's do the let's do the transport node first. The transport node. What? What was the other node that I was using as a reference here? I was using a I mean, this will have a transport node in it. At least it should. No. MIDI. Looking for a node. Pulse generator, it'll have a transport. It doesn't. That's interesting. Harmonics MIDI. interesting. I could swear there was a... It's meta sound, so it's got to be in here. Harmonics, meta sound. I mean, this is really okay. Oh, so they've got two ways of doing it. Sometimes they have it with a header file, and sometimes they do not at all. That's annoying. Um, okay, F music transport event stream redraft. That's the transport. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, so this is where the transport node communicates. And that's how the MIDI player is okay. I guess I could just, I bet you I could just shove the stream in. Attach a clock to it, and output the stream. Attach a clock to this, output a stream, and just call it good, and not have to worry about the fact that there's a yeah. I mean, in theory, I could do it that way. There's lots of ways I could do it, I guess, but that seems like a reasonable one. Yeah, let's try not using the transport node. Let's just use an enable node, and then try and get the let's not use a transport. I shouldn't have called this MIDI transport node, because that is a confusing terminology, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so now we trigger this to have inputs in that queue. In param name queue. And then yeah, okay, so this we need input, we needed this, and then we go like this, and we go queue, and then we go, I'm avoiding thinking. I could probably figure out exactly what's happening here, but it would be it would be difficult, and I am being lazy. Intentionally lazy. Okay. And so we've got the queue input, okay, macros, and then that means that I should have the macro set up because that's just the text associated with the queue. And then we need to bind that inputs dot queue. Input. Oh, okay. This should be a fmidi queue. What is this umidi queue trigger? T data read reference. Oh my. So that, okay, so it's using primitives there. How is MIDI step sequence here using a non-primitive data type? That's the step sequence. Step sequence player node needs to use, what's the name of the class? Let's hunt for the name of the class here. Step sequence node, step sequence player, and the asset is MIDI step sequence, step sequence asset. Okay. So we've got a step sequence asset. So here we go. Do we have an asset here? No. The asset is not in this folder. Ba-ba-bum. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is where I need to, in the header file, I need to declare a audio renderable asset. Let's see, step sequence, step sequence.h. Okay, so this is one of my, okay, we're getting rid of the, we're closing the module, we're closing the queue, we're closing the param helper. This is the step sequence thing that I need right here. Let's see here. We're looking for MIDI step sequence dot. This is in meta sound. I want MIDI step sequence. I've got MIDI step sequence dot h in the, and then there's also a MIDI step sequence.h, and there's got to be a private MIDI step sequence .cpp. Those two go together. And then this is, and okay, so this says, and this, okay, so we've got, and this is way down here. This happens after so step sequence cell property to the MIDI step sequence dot MIDI step sequence. Okay, so the step sequence is set up, and then step sequence table, fine. This is all I think this has to go in a queue. Yeah, so this doesn't go in the node, this goes in the all right, so this we're gonna figure out how to set up this. So this is this MIDI step sequence object, I believe. This is the blueprint. This is the blueprint definition of the blueprint of MIDI step sequence. So the queue doesn't have a blueprint as I remember. The queue is set up to not use blueprints, so maybe that'll be easier and maybe it won't. Clear audio renderer renderable asset. And then this is no, we want this to be in the miniq.h. Need miniq.h here. And then we want to declare audio renderable asset. Okay, so this should all be in. Okay. Some of it, great. So some of this is in, no, that's not, I don't need that. Mini transporter for API. Mini transport node. This is already this is already done. This is conflicts. So this header file, harmonics metasound is the name of the namespace. F-MIDI step sequence asset. Okay, so this and then F step sequence table proxy is, okay, so did I get that backwards? And then F step sequence table proxy. Let's see what F step sequence table proxy So I need to do something like this as well, because, wow, okay. Because I want to be able to change this. Okay. Um, okay. Humidity Q proxy. Okay, so that type is incomplete, but there's, let's look for this in this file. Let's see if how he defines that in this file. Using audio renderable proxy, I need this as well. And I need a humidity Q asset here. Let's see where I want to put this. I want to take this unmodified line and put it in here too. Okay. I need to go to this using audio renderable proxy, harmonic audio renderable proxy.h. Auto renderable asset. Harmonic / audio renderable proxy.h. Oh boy. This is not what I want to see, a giant file that not all symbols can be referred in using audio renderable proxy. Okay, well, we're just gonna, I'm only gonna do this once, hopefully. So we're just gonna do this using okay. Thread setting, game thread, audio renderable. This is getting more complicated because that means that it uses this. And when it does use this, audio renderable proxy. Wow. Let's see if I can just do So does this all, the auto renderable proxy, it does set it up. Maybe I can just include this file. No, it's called as a macro. Come on. Okay. Let's see here. So using audio renderable proxy. Okay, and then this we want to do u MIDI q, and then u MIDI q proxy. Now this declare audio renderable asset. Right. This header, this do. This is all in the namespace meta sound, harmonics meta sound. I wonder if I can just include this. And then call this module API in namespace, and then a module API. So the namespace should be and then the MIDI transport. Yeah, MIDI transport node. Huh? What? Cannot resolve this symbol in namespace meta sound. I don't want it to be in namespace meta sound. I want it to be in MIDI transport node, which should be will that help it resolve? I mean, it's in this. In namespace module API. So the API that they pass in is harmonics metasound API. So there's a namespace and then there's an API. We need steps sequence.h. Step sequence of CPP. So this is namespace harmonics metasound everywhere. And that metasound module.cpp using namespace metasound. Implement module. Okay, so my module needs to be this one here. Where's the module attached to this? It's this build.cs. No. It is MIDI transport module.cpp. F MIDI transport module. Okay, so that's the name of the module that I should be using in this this. Oh, fuck you. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's not the error I need to worry about. The namespace. Ugh. Multiple type specifiers in the same declaration. That doesn't make any sense. Because this isn't a declaration. This is just a okay. So this is in the namespace harmonics. Does that mean that it will define everything in the namespace harmonics? I don't really want to say harmonics here. It doesn't like me that either. MIDI transport. Okay, harmonics metasound. It's the name of the module. Does this module class, that's a module class. Yeah, so that looks more like a namespace. And let's go to MIDIQ.h. No. See, that's what it seems like it should be. Okay, but MIDI transport API. Fine. So that stops the error, but that doesn't make any sense. Do I shrug off it not making any sense? Yes. Yes, I do. I shrug off that not making any sense. Okay. So I've got this an audio interval proxy and then audio interval asset per the step sequence. Now step sequence asset. This is the last time the step sequence asset is mentioned. Now we take the step sequence table proxy, and we create a private shared pointer to it within the what class is it inside of. It's inside the entire class, I think. this lines up. Where does this line up? This lines up with the MIDI step sequence. So this is the U object. Okay, so this is the cue that I'm trying to implement. So that I need to implement that in my cue. And what are the things that I need to include there? A step sequence, pages, rows, columns, F object initialized, post re-init properties. Okay, so let's make a list of the things I need to edit in post re-init properties. All right, let's see here. So, oh, which generalized notes. Real meta sounds, meta sound design. Sure, okay. Required properties, functions, re-implement for queue proxy data type. Okay, so let's see. So we probably have post re-init properties. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. This is all step sequence cell, get set table, and set step table. I don't need that either. So I just need to get next queue number. And that's not even oh my god. Whatever that is, let's look at that and create proxy data. Yes, I need to create proxy data. And I need to look at this function, the update renderable for non-trivial change. Okay, so that's actually much smaller than I thought it would be. Man, I want these to have dots. Okay. Okay, post re-init properties. So we're in the set sequence.h, and now we go into the player node. It's no. It's not in the player node. It's in the step sequence.cpp file. That's all in the meta sound. I'm farther. MIDI step sequence.h. so find here. No. That's not, I'm not trying to delete the file. I'm trying to delete up here. Damn thing. What's going on there? All right. MIDI step sequence.cpp. Great. So, host reinit properties. What? No. No. Huh. Where did I get post reinit properties? Update renderable for non-trivial change. Okay. Where did I get this from? F step sequence table. No. Because F step sequence table is declared right here. The wrapper class is okay. MIDI step sequence, I proxy data, post reinit properties. Oh, it's case sensitive. I'm too lazy for that. Please don't do that. Okay. Okay, so I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't need to edit that one. How do I, let's see here. Is there a strike through here? Format, strike through. Yes, there is. Okay. Okay, well, it's not standard. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. So post reinit properties I don't need. Post changed chain properties. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize, but hello. Post edit change chain property. Okay. Okay, so update renderable for non-trivial change. Right, so update renderable for non-trivial change. How are you today? Oh, he said hi and wandered off, I guess. Okay. Post edit, change property, property chain event, property, property change type, change chain event, change type. So he just needs update renderable for non-trivial change is set new settings, step table. Okay. Renderable sequence table. Where's the renderable sequence table? Okay, so I need to find that renderable sequence table. And that renderable sequence table what? Why? Well, that's just messed up. Where is renderable sequence table even set? It doesn't exist. It is a figment of my imagination, unless it's defined at the bottom of the function in the huh. Oh, okay, so it's defined in the bottom of the function. Because it's defined down here. So we want this. Humidity cube proxy. Q type. Okay, so this is part of is it? Okay, so this I think goes into MediaQ CPP, and this is, no, it should be UMediaQ, create proxy data, and then we have a no, this is MediaQ proxy, I think. Then this is a step table. So what is a where is step table? Okay, so that's a protected variable inside the inside the step sequence. Okay. So oh, is all of this supposed to be inside the step sequence? So this all needs to get moved up above. Yeah, okay. This all needs to get moved up above the class itself. And this needs to get moved into it. Interesting. So this okay, so it's got an F MIDI step sequence. F step sequence table. There's a blueprint type. And then it creates a proxy out of that. But then it has a U MIDI step sequence It does operations on the step sequence table. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then it has all the functions are in the, okay. So I need to split it up into um, I need to split it up into F MIDI Q and U MIDI Q. So these are both so F MIDI Q and U MIDI Q. So here we go. We're gonna have to take this and we're gonna see what's this. How do we F step sequence struct, F step struct page struct. Okay, so I need to be able to put it into a struct. So here we go. Here we're gonna go to MIDI Q.h and we're gonna go use struct sequence table. Okay, and oh no, this is F MIDI Q, and struct F MIDI Q has and F MIDI Q needs a generated body, I guess. Why can't I? So struct generated body. That's interesting. Okay, but anyway, we want, what's causing this error? Okay, it's that it wants something to be in, which is fine, because I want to put stuff in there anyway. Let's see here. DQ needs these two things. It just needs this, and this is public. I think. Hold on. What do they do here for the U MIDI table, step sequence table? You made everything public and one private get unused pages, which I don't care about. I don't want that at all. And then this is U property that add all these view properties to this thing here. And there. Now, why would it not let me, damn it, why would it not be happy with my, okay, probably because I need this to be all kinds of weird stuff like this. All right, let's see if this macro is happy when I feed it all that. Okay, great. Nope. So we've got our MIDI Q manager here. Interesting. Cannot substitute template argument for type template parameter data. Well, let's just, can I do this and just delete all this and just call it a U property? Interesting. What's that mean? Um, um, ah! Okay, and while we're seeing if that can chew that, we're gonna go here and open up some fork. Always use source control, kids, especially when, okay, great. Updating fork internal get instance. And while we're doing that, I'll go dig up the Unreal Engine get ignore. Okay, and then we're gonna go file in a new repository in Unreal Tower of Rock project Tower of Rock. Let's go one directory up. Okay, and it here. And oh god, let's see, and then we need a local change here. We need to go into this project, back to my project directory, new text document, get ignore, yes. I think the get ignore goes there. I'm not sure. I remember it going there. Been not necessarily too long since I did this. Tower of Rock has a .get ignore. Where's my .get ignore go? Does it go in the root directory? It must go in the root directory then. 1310. Okay, yeah. All right. And then we go to Bitbucket because I am lazy. And log in. And I need a new repository. Let's see if while I'm looking at this, we're gonna no, we want a new project. We want to make this new project. Playmon. All right, repository name. Tower. We don't want to do no read more writing. Create repository. repository, we copy that. We add a remote. Control V, test connection. Does it see it? Get clone HTTPS. Oh, duh. Test connection. Create. Add new remote. And fetch origin. And detached head, and then I want to stage all. Oh, I don't want the binaries. Oh, fuck. It includes the binaries? Okay, well. Yuck. Alright, well, fine. Sure. I haven't really been working on this for weeks, actually. But here we go. Commit and push. And let's see if ChatGPT knows what my problem is better than I do. All right. Mismatch the way junction review. Expect a specific truck. Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense. I thought I was creating a class. Oh, okay. So this doesn't like that I'm using this. PDQ.h. I thought I changed all that. Oh my God. This just blew up in my face. What the fuck happened here? Something happened to this file when I tried to check it in. Oh no. That's interesting. If I just broke this whole thing while using while setting up UmidiQ, I'm not very happy about that. Struct. Oh, so both of these actually need to go here. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT for help, and did it help me? TQ. Implements an unbounded, non-intrusive queue. The DQ method includes ensures thread safety. Ah. Okay, so q.h doesn't exist. All right. So it looks like and then we do fmidi-q and fmidi-q proxy, and then we declare audio fmidi-q proxy into fmidi-q access. So that is a struct rather than a. Okay, so we converted that from a object to a struct, and that makes it theoretically simpler. But when I put TQ into this, okay, so that now I have no errors here. Oh, I do have an error here. Okay. That can't recognize or serialize it. Example without you property. Can I can take this out? Can I take that out? All right, so yes, so if I take that out, it doesn't work as a property. MIDI step sequence H. F step sequence table. None of these are referred to using U property. So maybe I don't want it there. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't use reflection, because using reflection would be not good. Oh. MIDI step sequence H uses the step sequence table proxy. Okay, so I'm done there. Okay, so if I take out the U property, Um, wait, pages and notes. F step sequence table. Pages and notes are both um oh, okay, so the queue is thread safe, but if I put a U property on it, it causes a problem because it's not U property compliant. But they are using U property on their okay. All right, so um, 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 right, okay. Okay, so an array just operates like a queue? Fair enough. Let's see here. Um, yep. Okay, so we've got a get queue size, queue MIDI event, dequeue MIDI event. Fine. And then, yeah, that allows me to use an array. Great. Um, so declare using audio renderable proxy. So that goes into MIDI step sequence.h. So it's using audio renderable proxy. Declare audio renderable asset. Step 2. Okay, and then this, now we have the MIDI queue that I've got. View MIDI queue manager, and then we got to rename this manager let's see here, and then let's see here, MIDI step sequence.cpp. We take let's just have it rewrite this. Okay, copy. Okay. This is now the MIDI Q file, I think. This is the previous MIDI Q CPP file. I want the MIDI, the CPP file to be adjusted to use the existing, to use the new MIDI Q, fMIDI Q class. Okay, let's see what it does with that. Okay, well, it made a really tiny file that does not renderable queue. So renderable queue. So that needs to be called renderable queue. And that needs to go into and it doesn't need a pointer on it. It just needs to be MIDI Q. And that really. No, 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 no. Cancel. Okay, we're not sharing, we're not creating, not modifying the make shareable function. Okay. Well, that didn't work at all, but I understand your point. Okay. Oh, okay, and then this is this goes here. This goes here. You property category equals okay. What is this called? This is a protected. Okay. Okay. Oh, this should be a t-shirt pointer. q proxy. Q type. And then, what's this? T-shirt pointer. Declare audio renderable asset using audio renderable proxy. Define audio renderable asset. Okay. Maybe I need to do the define audio renderable asset here. Maybe that it senses that? Well, that'd be impressive, but it seems unlikely. Well, why is that broken now? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because I need the header. Harmonics of mini slash proxy.h. That's interesting. Okay, well, Q type. Protected, then it needs a private one. Oh, okay. And then it's got a private one. And this is a So you need here, you need to use a f midi q. What do they call it here? Just so that I can pretend to know what I'm doing. Okay, sure, midi q. And then the private is the, yeah, okay. So, and then in midi q, and then the private is the renderable queue. And then in midi-q.cpp, this is an audio renderable asset.h. Oh, okay. So I need to include audio renderable asset.h. Okay. Okay. What? And then audio renderable asset.h. Well, where is audio renderable asset? That is, let's see here. Just go to the top of the file. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this. This is in Metasound data types. Okay. Yeah, okay. Define audio renderable asset. Fine, I've done that. And this is in no. That's interesting. This needs to be, let's see here, namespace. Okay. Asset structure name, playing play. Like this. Okay, I can just call this function. I don't need to use their. Why would you have a... I mean, I guess, no. No! Why do you nest a macro inside a macro? Like it doesn't. Okay, well, since I'm following their convention, do I follow their convention? Why not? Okay, I followed it so far, and I'm following their thing. Why does this? So this namespace struct name proxy name module API. Okay. Um, let's get a more intelligent explanation. Namespaces, view object, classes, modules, and structure names all interact. How I identify all these variables are and or set what all these variables are in my module. Right, that is the most annoying thing I've ever heard. It's self-referential. No, 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 no. Don't stop. Stop. Don't. Please, please don't spit a bunch of code at me. The fact is that I'm just looking for how these variables are defined and set up. My module code, they defined in my module code in the plugin settings. Where is all of this set, and how do I verify it? Use it. Okay. Okay, so this has implement module. So MIDI transport dot. This is the MIDI transport module .cpp. Okay, and it implements module f MIDI transport module. Okay, copy. SU object class. Um, uh, recognizing okay, so now we include okay. It gave me these. Did it break everything? No. Okay. It did. Namespace. Well, something is wrong there. Let's talk to it. Let's ask it. This um, that matches. Does that match their call? Let's see if that matches their call. Because I was never happy with this result. No. So declare dot h file, the the template I have looks like this. And right now it's throwing I mean, I had this set up right, I think. Who knows if it'll blow up in my face, but it compiled. No, no, it can't be in harmonics meta sound. No, 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 no. No, wait. I need it in my namespace. My namespace and module, not the harmonics meta sound one. That's the whole problem here. I can't just build into their module. It's yes, I already have that. Transport module.cpp. Yeah, okay. I'm not screwing around with that one. MIDIQ.h. Let's see, MIDIQ.h is probably done. Let's see if MIDIQ.h works now. No, it doesn't work. I mean, that makes perfect sense. That's exactly what it should be, but it doesn't work because yes. Okay, note. Let's add a note that this. Let's go in here. FYI, the important line in Okay, so those are the important lines so I don't lose them. Now I want ChatGPT to not screw this up. Holy shit, you totally dicked around my code. Like this compiled. Maybe it didn't work right. Let's just assume it didn't work right. MIDI cube proxy. No, that's not what I want to do. God, you're driving me fucking nuts here. Why would you split that into two classes? That was the whole point. That's the whole point. Okay. Wait. F step sequence table and U MIDI step sequence. Man, I got all this working to the point where I was like, I understand what's going on. And then I wanted my macros to make sense. And everything got absolutely annihilated. And ChatGPT still hasn't managed to get it to clean up this macro call. This macro call should not be this broken. That's really frustrating. This macro call should not be broken here. And the core problem is something that I don't understand, and I wanted to explain to me why this is not the appropriate call. Because declare audio renderable asset in namespace, struct approximating the namespace, okay. correct usage in namespace, that's the structure name. Okay, so core minimal, harmonics, MIDI event, audio interval asset, and it doesn't include my overall header, which is fine. Okay. MIDI cue implementation. Okay, and this just drives me nuts. User. That I had this working, and then I wanted to understand what was going on, and I asked it to help me with that, and then it just blew up my goddamn project. Okay, well, let's go here. Hit Control Z until I get to where I had something that ran. Now I have something that runs here. Okay. This runs, or at least compiles. Yes. Okay, MIDI Q.H, fine. Still has this. Type MIDI Q manager is incomplete, but before oh, it doesn't understand the macro is defining. Oh, okay. Used in the manager class. By the manager class as a shared asset. Let's see if it understands that. Or at a working or a compiling call to this macro that looked like this. I'd like a working result. I just didn't understand why I needed to use a bunch of stuff that didn't follow the directions. I understood them. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Um, hold up. So needed a call to using audio renderable proxy leave that declares sets up proxy class. Okay. Because I didn't understand it, I broke everything, and hopefully now, no. Transport node, but that isn't. Transport, maybe? No. Namespace, message structure name, proxy name, module API. This still doesn't work. The line I used before seemed to work now because you're an AI and you have messed up all my code. Originally, never actually defined but it seems to be acceptable to the compiler. Why? Oh, oh, okay. Great, thanks. MIDI transport.h, which it isn't in. Okay. All right. Well, this was okay. That I got the answer. Um, and now it doesn't fucking work. Okay, now it works. Um, okay. So this is protected. It's got an F sequence table and then a private of the. Okay, so it's got an F MIDI Q there. And then this is, yeah, okay, so this is renderable sequence table. Okay, so I'm leaving all that comment there because now that I just understand, oh, okay, so that it declares this in the module code. That's all I wanted to ask. Okay. MIDI Q.h. Don't want MIDI transport.h again, but I do want MIDI Q.cpp to run. And the AI is just doing a horrible job of making this runnable, making this work. Let's see here. So I'm going to close the header files because I think they're done. I think I don't need to work in the header file anymore. Let's leave the header. I'm going to close the reference header file. I don't care about any of that. I want these two things staged. everything else. Wow, all of this? Close, all right. Stage these. Stage these. Okay. I don't want to touch any of that. Crashers, MIDI input, meta sounds. Okay, so a lot of this is being generated by the. Let's just close that for the moment, so that I can. Oh, sure, fine. Save that, and then a lot of this stuff I should be able to ignore. Test source 2, MIDI-Q.cpp. I don't want that one. I just want these two. Stage. And I want those stage. Meta sounds, MIDI input. Oops. Stage those. I feel like almost all of that should be completely ignored anyway. Okay. Working on getting the core system for transferring data from the data rich game environment to push. Okay. That's fine. I don't want externally valid processing, and they can all be added to Git. I know they can be added to Git. Okay. So the header is set up. Now it is time to take this and define audio renderable asset. Define audio renderable asset. Where is it defining the audio renderable asset? This comes right at the beginning. Really doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, so the define audio renderable assets. So this looks like this. Hey, I actually got in my way today, except for the part where I needed to know what, except for that one little answer. Harmonics meta sound. So let's look at the so MIDI transport node. And then we're going to use a all right, let's see if we've got, okay, wow. All right, children making corn pizza. That's cute. Oops. I shall. All right. FMIDIQ assets. I don't have an FMIDIQ asset class. Okay, so I'm not done with that. Very disappointing. Disappointed in myself to not be done with that. So MIDI step sequencer has a step table, step sequence table, and a step sequence table proxy. MIDIQ.h, this comes out as a FMIDIQ proxy, okay. And MIDI-Q has a FMIDI-Q here. What? Cannot resolve FMIDI-Q? MIDI step sequence asset. Okay, so that's the go-between for the proxy. Okay, so I've got this go-between, right? So yes, FMIDI-Q asset is right. UMIDI step sequence. Yeah, that's the name of the manager class. Expose it to the manager class. Oh, oh, this needs to be in the right namespace. Um, which namespace is it in? Um, um, okay, well, I'm going to deal with this a little later. It's been emotional. Nobody said anything that I had down coded for 2.5 or 3 hours. It's a good time. It's interesting. All right, I'll try and be earlier tomorrow.